everyone, so for today's video I am going to be doing my 18th birthday what I got for my birthday video, because in case you didn't realise, as I mentioned it in another video, I turned 18 about 10 days ago, I think it was, on the day of filming this, something like that. So one of my friends, Vicky, actually asked me if I could do a what I got for my birthday video. I've never done one of these before, I don't really watch them very much, but I thought it would be quite cool and interesting to show people what I got for my birthday. I obviously just want to say that, like, it sounds so cliche, but I'm not trying to show off or anything like that. I've never particularly liked these types of videos myself, but at the end of the day I was like, you know what guys, I'm 18, I'm only 18 once, I might as well do it. So yeah, that's the reasoning behind it, not to be all like, look what I got, amazing. I am a very lucky girl to have the family and friends I do. I'm just going to get into it and begin. First of all, start with my friends, and I'm going to start with 3 of my best friends. So firstly, from Vicky, because I'm holding it right now, I got this mug, which is from New Look, I think. Yeah, it was from New Look, and it's got a gold E on it in like this cool font on this side, and then another gold E on a cool font on this side, and it's got like gold spots all over it, and it's really big. It's like the same size as my face, so it holds a bucket full of tea. The other thing I got from Vicky was this, which is like, it's like one of those neon light up sign things, and it's in the shape of a heart. Can't show you what it looks like switched on because we actually have no batteries in the house at the moment, so I don't know what it looks like on yet, which is really sad because I've had it since, I don't know, I've had it for a few days now, and it's just been sat there and I can't turn it on yet, and it kills me. But next time my mum goes shopping, she's gonna get some batteries. So it's so cool though. She said it was for my YouTube video background, because it's a YouTube video thing. I need to find somewhere to put it. But it's so pretty and I love it so much. Now actually, just like this, it still looks quite pretty just sat on my windowsill, to be honest with you, so I absolutely love that. So thank you very much for those two, Vicky. You're amazing. And who shall I go do next? I'm going to go to Emma next. So Emma got me some tea. She got me the tea I'm actually drinking in my mug right now, which is the Tea Pig's Everyday Brew Tea. That tea is like the best tea I've ever tried, but it's also quite expensive, so I asked for some for my birthday because I don't really want to spend that much money on tea myself, because it's quite expensive tea. Now that I've shown it to you, I can actually drink it because it's getting really quite cold in this mug now. Tried to swallow too much at once. So the other thing Emma got me were these pens, and these are the Tombow Dual Brush pens, and basically they're what they say they are. This is my favourite colour, so I'm going to demonstrate what they look like with this one. And this is in the shade 553, by the way. You get like the brush tip pen on one end, which you can use for like calligraphy and things like that, and then the other end is this like fine liner type pen, so you can just kind of draw with it and just like write certain things with it. So yeah, and I got these because I'm learning to calligraphy at the moment, which is really cool, and I'm actually getting somewhere with these pens and I love them so much. Next month's bullet journal is going to look insane because of these. They honestly are amazing, so thank you Emma, you're amazing. So from my other best friend Rachel, I got something really cool that I nearly cried at. It is an Anastasia Beverly Hills eyeshadow quad. So this is basically the 4-pan eyeshadow quad, and she bought me 4 eyeshadows to go with it. So the eyeshadows, this pink one here is called Blush. This like warm brown shiny colour is called Comfort, I think. This is Mermaid, and this, no, yeah, this is Mermaid and this is Gemstone. My favourite two at the moment are these ones. This one all over the lid, and this one like on the lower lash line. Just looks so pretty together. Oh, it's just so useful, and these colours are so gorgeous and they're so pigmented, and they are just amazing eyeshadows. Everyone knows how much I love Anastasia eyeshadows, so I'm a very lucky gal to have this. So I also had a little party for my birthday that a few of my school friends came to, and one of my friends, Melissa, got me this book. Now this book is by Ruby Kaur. It's called Milk and Honey, as you can see, and it is a poetry book. I have never really been into poetry. Poetry isn't really a genre that I'm that interested in. I don't really like reading it or writing it particularly, but this is different. These poems are different, okay? They're like so I don't even know how to describe them, so like thought-provoking and poignant poems. And I have loved these poems for a long time because you see them on Instagram and Pinterest and places like that all the time. And I'd always talk to Melissa, because we're kind of like, you know, DMC buddies. I'd always talk to Melissa about how much these poems, when I read them, how much they spoke to me and how much I absolutely loved them, so she got me the book. My favourite section, I think, is called The Healing, because that's the one that is most, it's the one I can relate to the most, it's the one that inspires me the most, it's the one that probably means the most to me. So I just absolutely love this book. I think it's amazing, and I think everyone should read it. Like, it's just amazing. So thank you very much, Melissa, that was amazing. So from my friend Becca, she got me some glitter because she knows me so well. So she got me 2 of the Stargazer glitter shaker pots, and one of them is like a sort of black glitter. It's like black and silver, and it's just so cool, and I have a look planned with this soon, so as soon as I go around to filming that, keep an eye out. And then the other one is like a silver one with like blue duochrome in it, and I've actually done a look with this, which won't be up by the time you see this video, but when it is up, I'll let you know and you can go and watch it, because this glitter is insane. I love it so much, and they both just, oh, they're just amazing glitters, so thank you very much, Becca, for those. The next thing was something I actually cried at when I opened it. I full on burst into tears. The reaction from me when I opened this present was insane, because 6 of my friends got together to get me the Huda Beauty Rose Gold palette. This palette is slowly becoming my favourite palette ever, even more so than the Anastasia Beverly Hills Modern Renaissance palette. And we all know how much I love that palette. So next video on my channel will be a tutorial with this palette, and then the video after that will be a tutorial with this palette as well, because I just love it so much. I can't actually explain. Like, these all along the bottom, just like the warm pinky red tones, oh, I just love it so much. And Rose Gold and Trust Fund are just the most amazing glitter colours I've ever seen, and I just, you know, I just love this palette so much. I actually can't deal. Like, so thank you very much to Jensen, Tian, Abby, Matt, Jemima and Harry for getting me this palette, because it honestly just means the absolute world to me that you've thought of this, because I just, oh. So that was my friends. From some other friends I got like a Boots voucher, thank you very much, Jess, and I got some bottles of Prosecco and things like that, which is amazing. Always up for a bit of alcohol. Thank you very much, and to be honest with you, all of you guys being there at my party was just enough for me. It was just such a fun day / evening, and I had a really nice time. It's the first birthday party I've had since I was like 5, so it just meant a lot to me that you were all there anyway, so thank you very much, guys. It's amazing, really. I'm gonna move on to some things that some family got me. So the first thing is this book, which is called Go Figure, The Economist Explains, and it's by an economist journalist called Tom Standage. This is from my godfather, Mark, who lives in Germany, and it's kind of a running joke, the Economist thing, because for my, I think it was my 14th or 15th birthday, Mark wanted to get me a Economist subscription, because he was trying to get me into economics. It's not something I've ever really been that interested in anyway, but anyway, he got me an InStyle subscription in the end anyway, but since then the Economist thing has kind of become a bit of a running joke. It's not really that funny, me explaining it to you, but inside the family it's quite a funny thing, and basically I laughed until I cried when I opened this book, just because it's so, it's just such a Mark thing to do. Like, if you knew him, you'd know, so just trust me on this one, it's funny. Basically the strapline is things you didn't know, and it's questions that you just would never think to ask, but actually the answers are really quite interesting. So things like how a baby can have 3 parents, or why time could be running out for leap seconds, and like it's split into sections. So like there's a section called Leisure and Pleasure, and it's why Guinness is less Irish than you think, and things like that, and it's just so funny. And I've read quite a few of them already, and honestly I've learned some things. I've learned some really good things, so if you want to learn some really pointless but really interesting information, go and read this book, because it's just so funny. So then from some relatives on my dad's side of the family, he's actually my grandparents' cousin, but they're basically like very close relatives / family friends of ours. I got a Gorillapod, which is so cool. It's If you don't know, a Gorillapod is like one of those bendy tripods that you can like bend the legs in like all different directions, so you can like wrap it around stairs and fences and things like that. It's actually honestly just the biggest stress reliever as well, just like working out how all the different like balls work and things. That's what she said, and I think it's so cool. I've had so much fun with this already, and I honestly love it so much. It's such a useful thing to have around. So thank you very much, Margaret and Malcolm, for this. It was amazing and just so useful to me. Amazing. So thank you. So then from my aunt and uncle and my cousins on my dad's side of the family, I got 2 pairs of very pretty earrings indeed. So the first pair just look like this. They're sort of like silver with a sort of whitish silvery bluey gem set in the middle, which are just so pretty. I absolutely love these ones. And they go really well with my other earrings in my ears as well. So that's the first pair, and I just love them so much. And they're sort of like a dark purpley bluey grey kind of round ball, and I think they look so cool with the other ones. Like if I have the silver ones like in my first piercings and these ones in my second piercings, they look so good. So I just love these 2 pairs of earrings to the moon and back. I think they're just so cool, and it's so nice because they just look so cool. Yeah, as I was saying, they look really cool just sat like on my dressing table, so yeah, thank you very much for those. I just love them so much, so thank you. Now we move on to what my mum and my dad and my sister got me, which is so cool. So we're gonna start with something kind of funny that has a bit of a story behind it, which is this. This is one of those wooden spider puzzles that you can get from Hobbycraft that I've built. I haven't painted it yet, but I'm going to. Basically, the story behind this is that I'm terrified of spiders. It's honestly like a full-on phobia of spiders. I just get really jittery about them. Even this is a wooden spider, and even this gives me the heebie-jeebies. It really does. I think it'll be better when she's painted. Her name's Rachel, by the way, named after my best friend Rachel, because Rachel is just not scared of spiders in the slightest. Like, she picks them up and will take them outside, so every time she's over, if there's a spider in the room, I'm like... So when I've painted her, I think she'll become a little less scary, but at the moment I'm still a little bit unsure about her. I did have fun building her though, like, you know, I liked the sort of process of actually building her and putting her together. But we'll just put her back over there now, okay? I think it's an attempt to make me less scared of spiders, but it's not really working at the moment, but you know, with time. So the next thing I got from my parents was this cute little candle. It's the happy birthday candle from Lily Flame, and it's very hard to open, and it basically just looks like this. It's got like pink and pastel blue things stuck in it, and then my 2 favourite colours, so this is really cool. It smells insane. I don't really want to burn it because I don't want to ruin the prettiness of it, but I also want the smell because it smells so good, and it looks really cool just sat on my desk. Like, so the next thing I'm going to show you is this nail polish that my mum picked up from Essie, and it's in the shade Not Just a Pretty Face. Actually, the colour I've got on my nails right now, even though you can't really see it properly, it's just a sort of pale pastel pink, because pastel pink is one of my favourite colours. The next thing some people might find a little bit odd, but I just really like it anyway. It's a tapestry hoop, some pretty pastel threads, and some tapestry needles. Basically, I've kind of been wanting to learn how to do embroidery and tapestry for quite a long time now, because you know, I've really hopped on the whole embroidery clothing trend. It kind of started because I've got like a big white shirt that I really wanted to like put some cool little embroidered flowers on, and you know, I just think it's a really cool skill to be able to have. Like, you know, going to university in September, I'll just be like, yeah, I can embroider. She also got me some online video lessons to learn how to actually do it, so it teaches you all the different stitches and things like that. And yeah, I'm just really excited. I think I know what I'm going to do. I'm already planning to decorate with these two with like some pretty stems of flowers and things, and I also really love the yellow one too, so I might have to do something with those 3 threads because they're just so pretty. I'm going to go in for Granny now. Continuing on the pastel theme of this, my mum also picked up a new Moleskine for me, which is just the white one. I'm going to like decorate the front with some cool things. This is to replace my old one because it's nearly running out and I need a new one anyway. So like I said before, next month's bullet journal, it's going to be amazing because I've got a new Moleskine, some new pens. And talking of new pens, my mum got me some more pens. None of this is going to excite anyone else, but these 3 are friction highlighters, which come in lilac, pink, this is not pink, pale green, and a yellow colour, which are really cool, and these like the highlighters you can rub out. She also got me some Stabilo pastel fine liners, which are amazing, and I love this peachy one here. And she got me some more Stabilo pastel highlighters. This is actually my 3rd pack of these. I had the 4-pack for a while. Like I bought them ages ago, and you know, they made my revision notes look insane. And then I got the 6-pack, and then my mum got me the 8-pack. So the next parcel in my mother's and father's and sister's gift bag contained 3 books. Oh, I love some books. This is one I've already started. It's called My Not So Perfect Life, and it's by Sophie Kinsella. I love Sophie Kinsella. If you know me, you'll know that I love Sophie Kinsella novels. I think they are so funny, so well written. I love them so much. And then she got me Falling by Jane Green, which I haven't ever heard of before. I've never heard of Jane Green either. So this will be quite interesting. The blurb looks amazing, so yeah, it's also a love story. I love this sort of book, so I really hope it'll be good. I've also just noticed that there's a praise by Sophie Kinsella on the back, so if Sophie Kinsella enjoys this, then I'm sure I also will enjoy it massively because I love Sophie Kinsella, in case you didn't notice that already. And then the other book she got me is Big Little Lies by Leanne Moriarty, and I did not know this was a TV show. I've never heard of this before, but it seems very good, so I'm very excited to read this as well. And I'm hoping it kind of looks similar to Pretty Little Liars, so I'm kind of quite looking forward to reading this. Thank you very much to my mother for getting me 3 books that she knows that I will like, because they are my favourite sort of books, those ones. We're on to the last 2, oh my goodness. Wow. This one is really cool. This is the Time magazine 20-year edition, Harry Potter 20-year edition. Basically, if you didn't know, Harry Potter is actually 20 years old this year. I love Harry Potter, absolutely love it. It's just amazing. Time did a special edition all about Harry Potter, and my parents got it for me because I love Harry Potter a lot. I'm just over the moon about this, I really am. That brings me on to my last ever item in my 18th birthday haul, and this is one that is quite funny actually, and this is the No Time to Cook book. This is a book that my mum got me in preparation for university because I am not very good at common sense stuff like cooking and looking after myself and eating and things like that. So my mum thought this would be a really good idea to get me this. It's over 100 recipes that you can cook in 20 minutes or less, but also in the beginning of this book you have a section called The Quick Kitchen, and The Quick Kitchen details everything you're going to need in your kitchen. So when it comes to uni shopping, this is going to be so good because I can just glance at this and be like, yeah, I've got that, I'm sorted. And then this section is called Smart Shopping. So it shows you things that you're going to need in your fridge or your store cupboard. So things that are just very useful to make things out of, things that are cheap to buy as well, so that's good. Just like core ingredients, that sort of thing. And the next page has in the fridge. So it shows you how to like avoid cross-contamination and things like that, and like in the freezer as well. It's just, oh, it's just so cool. Get this. It's a Speedy Skills masterclass. So it shows you how to like prepare certain foods for cooking. And then time-saving tips. So it literally gives you ways of saving time, which is just going to be so good for university. So I'm so excited to use this. I'm just really looking forward to this. I think this is going to be so cool. It's going to be my Bible when I go to university. And that brings me to the end of my 18th birthday, what I got for my birthday video. I am just so overwhelmed at everything because it just all means the world to me, and I'm just so happy. So yeah, thank you very much to everyone who has contributed to this video. You are all such wonderful, wonderful human beings, and you all made my 18th birthday so much more special. And yeah, thank you all for celebrating it with me and being there with me as well. And yeah, it just means the world to me, and I cannot say thank you enough times for all of this. It just is amazing. So thank you again, because that's all I can say. Thank you. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a like, a comment and a subscribe, and I will see you in my next video.